Welcome back for another yummy update, friends. We're witnessing tariffs from China, Donald Trump putting them back on, macro's trying to sort itself out. I mean, generally over the theme of the weekend, friends. So basically, 50% of my Twitter feed is Elon and Kanye yelling about white people, Jews, blacks, just like every race you can, sprinkled with some government spending. That's pretty much what it's been back and forth. And this theme of like real world stuff, it's so yucky because it's not helpful to our cause, but it's the same people who I guess we need to be a part of crypto in the future, and these are the stuff that matters to them. But for the most part, we can't do anything about it. We remember these times where crypto just goes up and gives us such a dopamine rush. But you get to figure out, like, when you see these periods of time, why we came into crypto in the first place. Just gets wild. Like, just for example, look at this. Kanye as well is going nuts. Why did I never truck Lauren Pisciotta? She smelled funny, and half of the NBA can attest to that. Shout out to Patty Ice. What did Kim smell like? There's also articles coming out here. Kanye West accused of drugging and abusing ex-assistant Lauren Pisciotta at the Diddy party. So that was that girl who came out and said he offered her like $2 million or something, and we're just like this. So Kanye, because he's so unhinged, there was a meme coin, altcoin scum cabal. They approached him with $2 million. And he basically revealed to everyone, showed the messages. They wanted to give him basically a $2 million deal. You got to leave your post up, your PumpFun token up for 8 hours, and then you can say it was a hack. So he's just revealed everyone out here that all the celeb tokens. So when they launch a celeb token, that's your risk. If you're buying, you could be buying the pump and dump. And I guess if they leave it on longer and longer, then they just pay them, and maybe it's got nothing to do with the rugging. But we've seen when celeb tokens and stuff out here, even though they're popular, it's consumption, man. You're consuming that attention too much. There's no investment and stuff out here. There's nothing long term. To balance that out, though, we are all praying crypto revitalizes the pump. Everyone needs a pump, man. Hopefully it's coming. 2017 cycle repeating. Uncle Bobby has shown some of his like 30 or 60 day fractals. We're due to begin the new one, and I was sort of like, end of Feb. Come on, bro. We've been waiting 4 years. Another 2 more weeks. Just, yeah, man. It is what it is. But I know it is what it is. It starts to get fun later on. The Hex origin address staked 15 years, friends. So this is some of the information here. They staked 15 years. And look at this, friends. Out of all the stakes, is all the data and stuff out here. Look at this. 70% is pretty much staked of PHEX and EHEX. So these things, like, so you're seeing like this, this Kanye, Elon stuff out here appearing in the news in one section. And the other news, things are working in the background. You've got Richard pretty much planning and expecting prices to rise up in the future from here. We're always expecting and hoping, but now it's actually like is using is doing big footprints to indicate that we are really due soon. It makes it harder though, because on one hand, friends, I know investing stuff, dude. Crypto has the highest rewards, and it's really, really tough because trading gives you short-term dopamine hits because you get to consolidate the win. It's a win. You get to do that. Now, you're not winning all the time, but like we win enough to keep you in the game. With long-term investing, you don't close out your position. So you sign up for a lot of pain, despair on the way down. And then on the way up, you think, it's great. No, it's not. You get anxiety because you think, it might be over. Is this one over? Yeah, there's anxiety on the way up. You don't get anxiety on the way down. It's pretty much bare capitulation. You're too apathetic, too numb to the pain. You're like, man, this is so sad. There's no anxiety. Right? The anxiety is on the way up because your brain's like playing a trick on you. Like, should you get out? Should not you? Right? The dopamine up and down, up and down, up and down. And then you see stuff like this. So this guy created a new wallet. He spent $500K and he bought this test token, and then it got listed on Binance. So he made $2.5 million. So an insider trader. This is like his bit. Look at this. He buys before it, and he just starts dumping on the listing. Dumps on everyone. Makes $2.5 million. I don't know, friends. Look, if you have this information, DM me. I want to participate. Okay, but you mostly don't, dude. You don't. And friends, remember I told you, when there's edges out here, people don't go and tell other people. This guy clipped $500,000. Do you see? Like, when there's other edges, people with real edge, they're not telling a Discord group of 1,000 people or a Telegram people, 1,000 people, hey, There's this short-term edge, there's this edge here that you can get in, just follow these calls. They're not doing that, man. That's too many people. This one guy did 500K because there was a real edge. He had inside information. Yeah, so when people have real edges, the more people that are in there, they dilute everything. It's the whole communism thing all over again. It's like, well, instead of one guy, I guess, benefiting $100,000 from the short-term edge, 100 people benefit only $1,000. Yeah, and then you have like 1,000 people only benefiting $10 or whatever, or $100. Yes, and but the KOL, the person providing these services, they know that. They know. They just grab money from everyone. They're the ones benefiting. Okay, so you got to understand this game. That's how you understand it. And if you want to win, you play long term. That's it. You get a high win rate, but your win rate, you don't get to close it out. Okay, so each to their own. Now, PulseChain core coins doing a bit of a poopy time as well. Just doing some red stuff out here. Just doing this volatility move. What's actually happened, friends? We just saw one of the assumed pDAI Richard Hart wallets today. Shout out to KRD for that. He swapped some pDAI into some of his meme coins. I think most and Pump. That's what I'm noticing right now. pDAI is down 10%, and people probably went and FOMO'd into their other coins. But if you notice as well, like people doing this, they are, man, you're chasing stuff, dude. It's the same people chasing. It's the same people chasing. They all try and chase each other. But what happens, friends, is when 10,000 people play a game, maybe in the first round, like 3,000 people win. So then, but 7,000 lose. So they stop playing. Now you have 3,000 people. And then like in the next game, 1,000 people win. So then they move. Now it's 1,000 people. And the next game that they play around, there's only like 300 people that win. And then you go down to 30. Do you see how it's like small people? But that's a roller coaster going down. That's if 10,000 people are able to win a game at the start. That's why you get to see. You need new people coming in to revitalize that. If you don't have new people coming in, which is represented by Ethereum going up, ETH BTC going up, you don't have new people coming in. It's the same people circling. That's why now you get to see why people like might make a win here. They make 80 grand here, and they go, like you see these big guys, and they go lose 40 over here. Then they go double down here. They make 100. Then they lose like 75. Then they go buy, and then they buy, and they lose another 50. That's what ends up happening on this. For most though, any of these other coins, yes, friends, we all win. We all win if Pulse rises, PLS. But also you need more people coming in, especially if it just comes, this is the nature of the game as well. Also, with Richard Hart's tickers, they're all like sharing the market cap now. Yeah, they are. And yeah, that's it's very clear, it's very obvious. They are all sharing the market caps. They are sharing the same valuation. So pretty much Richard could go make another 100 meme coins. He could go make Hex 3.0, PulseX 2.0, instead of a green logo like incentive, make a brown logo. He can go make all of these other things. He'll just be diluting. It'll be the same market cap. We'll all add up to about 3.5 billion or whatever we are right now. You know, but when he makes more coins, people like switch around and move stuff around. Yeah, and there's winners and losers and stuff out here. So we need Ethereum rising to pretty much solve all of these problems. And yes, with Bitcoin's price like $96,000 and ETH BTC still cucked down here. My gosh, man. My gosh, we need something like that. What's it going to take? I don't know. Could it be a real world assets narrative? I don't know. We're just guessing at the end of the day. Richard Hart was right. Ethereum layer 2s are vultures. Tax are scum. Coinbase has been sending all sequencer fees to Coinbase since launch. We don't know if they sold, but they do know how they didn't. But we do know they did not deploy those funds on Coinbase or keep them on chain. The lack of this transparency makes it fair to assume they sold. Not very Ethereum aligned. So Coinbase revenue has been $100 million in the past 12 months from Ethereum. They've only paid Ethereum $10 million for it. So they basically sucked off they use EVM and stuff down here, and they've done that. But also Coinbase is like they have a lot of customers, and they do the stuff out here as well. So like, I know people say like, you know, it doesn't make any sense to tax them or whatever, but like Coinbase could just go make their chain. They could just go make their chain. They can have their own little ecosystem. So what do we do when it comes to this regard? People just say we've got to innovate and build more things out here, I guess. Build more things like PumpFun. So just to let you know, dude, friends, the odds of PumpFun, they're now worse. So somehow, how could they get worse? They're now 1 in 52,000. Yeah, look at this. So one guy checked the day out from Adam Cochran. There were 52,000 coins created on PumpFun yesterday. if we filter out sniped coins with insider bubble maps, there is only around 1 coin per month that you can win real volume on. Meaning a 1 in 1.5 million chance. So you're 33% more likely to win $50,000 on the Powerball than on PumpFun. Wow. So your odds get even worse if you filter out coins to purchase pre-migration that go above $1 million market cap. That's 1 in 19 million coins. See, the only time you'd beat the Powerball winnings would be if your coin market cap exceeded 2 billion. What does that mean? That means if your win goes 2000x every time, it's better than playing the lottery now. You've actually got edge. But your coin has to get 2000x. So if every coin winner, you participate in all these coins, you buy 100 coins, yeah, one of them's got to go 2000x. Because if you got $100, yeah, if you got $100, friends, you buy 100 coins, one of them does a 2000x, your dollar becomes $2,000. You've lost on the other 99, but you've crushed it. Yeah, but your odds are actually worse than 1 in 100. It's worse than that. It's more like you have to buy 500 coins, and then one of them, see, but you don't get the win of 2000x. You don't get that. So if you spend $500 on 500 coins, $1 each, one of them gives you 2000x. Yes, you've lost 500, but you've made 2000, so you've up $1,500 from a $500 investment. You're up a 3x. Yeah. And that's not even happening. You don't get a 2000x. That's how bad it is, man. Damn. But look, like I said, friends, once again, there is an oversupply in the world of people who love sitting in this. Do you know what this is? You know what this is. It's watched you when you lay on your bed in the hotel room. The hotel cuck chair. Whenever you watch a KOL, when you and I, friends, when we watch someone, think about, who's this audience for? I watch a lot of people. I know the audience is full cucks. There's friends, there's what they call the LA Vape Cabal now, which is kind of funny. If you type in LA Vape Cabal, they're all the KOLs. They're all here. I think this is Thread Guy. I don't know who this guy is. Is this the Solana founder? I don't know who they are. I'm not sure who they are. Maybe it's not him. This is some dude. I think this Frank dude. Friends, these people have they launch a lot of tokens. They rug.
Guys, they're not real coins. It's not real.
Whoa, what's this?
Fuck you guys. They're not real coins. It's not real tech. What are you saying now? Someone replied to my tweet the other day and said, Ansom's a top signal. Just look at width. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I am sick of people not giving us the credit. Because guess what? Banks is always early. That clip that went viral. What did he buy? Zero, bro. Banks ate Zero, bro, like 170. Banks is up fat on fucking Zero, bro. Banks is always early. Fuck you.
Oh my god, you guys. That's the LA Vape Cabal. That's just two of them that we just saw. And whoever made this, what genius. I just put the pictures in the charts. Look, friends, coins go down all the time. They're volatile. Coins go down 90% because a lot of JEETs and liquidity's thin. But then you have a choice. Yes, you have a choice. Do you give it life, attention, energy? Okay. PokeCenter, for example, is on PulseChain. There's life, there's energy, the community's still there. There's people cheating, price action to go trade, all the other tickers. Just to give you one example, friends. Same thing with the pDAI community, same thing with Tang Gang. Okay. You have that choice. That's what I believe is PulseChain doing it right. Yes. We don't have a culture of this total abandonment JEET stuff in PulseChain. We don't. Also, it's blue ocean, so we don't have lots of competition. That's the best part. On Solana, it's basically rug or be rugged. There's so many sharks. No one believes in anything. They're all JEETs. They're like, look at this. They're just, you know what I mean? It's very, very juvenile, which is okay. You know, these guys are making millions and millions and millions of dollars off their hotel cuck room, cuck chair attendee audience, which is okay because the kids are young and you are going to be great exit liquidity for the rest of us later on because you guys have no idea what you're doing. You're just going to be FOMO buying into stuff later because you just haven't learned your lesson there. Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know where you getting money from because most of them lost their money. Okay, literally, we're just like one Sol ETH drop away from like just total annihilation. Also, friends, check out this tweet from Dave Portsoy. I'm not gonna lie, this is all now ego-driven. I love the idea of trying to make the most successful coin in history of coins, a coin that says I should be in jail being involved in coins. It's kind of funny, friends. People know they're getting rugged. They know that and they enjoy it. But it's not just about the getting rugged part. I think it's because, or not think, is what it is. People know that there's a crowd. So what they're doing is they're trading the Mindshare megaphone of what they hear. That's what the market's doing. So they know, hey, I know you're gonna rug, but you're speaking to 20,000 people. I believe I'm part of the first 1,000 people, not the bottom 19,000. That's what people are doing constantly. And everyone takes a spin, right? Everyone takes a spin. So that's ultimately what it comes down to. That's why the game works like that. That's why, like, even if I talk about a coin or anybody talks about the coin, people just are thinking about the mindshare of where you're hearing their voice from. If you play long term, different game though. It's a different game. It's about a growth mindset. It's about, okay, there's a voice here. How many more voices could it be in the future? That's the mindset. That's what we're thinking about. But these short termers, they don't care. They don't care what the ticker is. That's why there's literally JPEGs. They're trading JPEGs. Don't forget, friends, Ethereum whales are accumulating. This is Ethereum on the right-hand side. The supply of the quantity is going up of the accumulation out here for ETH. So remember, Donald Trump owns $400 million of the token. There's real-world assets, tokenization stuff coming to ETH. But yeah, the city of Ethereum needs to pump up hard for us to win. Last but not least, friends, it turns out a lot of the woke culture was PsyOps. It's all fake. It's all groupthink training. It's all propaganda. USAID paid $500 million to fund Internews. What do? They trained journalists, 70,000 of them, and implemented the media policies in 21 countries. They gave free production equipment to produce 6,200 hours of television and radio programs. They have someone sitting as a VP of communications on Reddit. The woke agenda was not organic. As we all expected, Reddit is compromised and clearly not organic. Push to cut off all links to X likely was not organic. Going to be hard for people to admit they were passionately fighting for a fake cause in the name of money laundering. Nobody likes to admit they've been duped. Everyone with half a brain and paying attention over the last decade could tell the entire woke movement was astroturfed and far from being organic. Woke capitalism just inherently farcical. Yeah, but okay, explain 2020 election for me then. In US, how did the wokies win? You didn't win. There was some rigging going on. I know there was some rigging going on. This makes no sense. So we went from America's pendulum of conservatism and fight back against the establishment is present in 2016. And then 4 years later, the US population goes, oh, golly gee, we're stupid. We actually love making our kids transbenders. We love like chopping off everyone's genitals, giving pink hair to turtles. We love that stuff. Oh, give me more hormone blockers. Give me 19,000 jabs. We love that. Yeah, we love all that. Okay, let's go vote for, like, no. How did America just happen, 4 years just happen like that? And then suddenly America's like, oh no, wait a minute. Maybe we shouldn't jab our kids 19,000 times with hormone blockers and hormone restarters over and over and over again. Let's go back to Trump. How's that racket? Erratic. Just something don't make sense, man. And this explains it why. So who funded this stuff? USAID, $500 million bucks, dude. Woke. Friends, Mel Gibson is going to make a video. I saw this on Joe Rogan. I still haven't watched a Joe Rogan Mel Gibson video, but he said something very interesting. In his like research of like history, philosophy, religion, he is basically by like deducing all the logic around everywhere, you can pretty much come to a conclusion that there are good forces and dark forces. And it's in a constant battle. Good and evil. And good always eventually wins, but evil's always there. It is always there. There was that girl, I forgot her name, Daniela Pasulka. Forgot her name, friends. She did an amazing interview. Was she on Sean Ryan recently? It was really awesome. She said, in the Bible, one of the most fascinating things, right? That's the reason why she's Christian. The Bible's one of the OG books that tells humans you don't have to accept everything that comes into your head. You should be rejecting things, which is interesting. It's like this because she was not born into it. She actually became Christian. It was actually insane. I thought she was I thought she was born into it. No, I think her parents are like not religious at all, and she started reading the Bible and stuff when she's 11. Remember, she's into UFOs and religion, spirituality, all these other things. She researched NASA, found out all this stuff out here. She's actually been taken with Gary Nolan, I think. Yeah, she went onto a plane. Oh, I should make a whole video on this. There was a dude, and he's like, he's CIA linked. He got access to all the Vatican, showed her the files. He's an anonymous guy. She's not allowed to talk about him. She'll probably get killed. He goes through the bomb checks at airports. They don't check him. Literally just walks around. He's off the books. He's told her about this UFO site. They went there. Yeah, it's kind of insane. So, yeah, it's interesting, this concept of this good and evil, right? Where the Bible talks about like evil, and it's basically like, don't invite it in. You don't have to let everything in. Which is just, it's interesting because, is there a dark force that put this stuff out? Is it a dark force? But people get offended. They're like, oh, I got offended. I got duped by evil. Is it evil, or is it just humans being, misguided? Is it a psychosis? What is it? One thing I will be very interested in is, does the number of kids and people who say they're transbenders or wokey stuff, does it go down in the next 4 years? I'll be very interested in that. Do the amount of people who say, the LGBTQ, IA, LMNOP, Batman symbol, lollipop crowd, does that lower? That'll be very interesting to me. Or does the amount of people who do sex changes, does that go down? Why am I interested in that? Because it'll show, oh crap, it's not actually just chemical, biological. There's an actual environmental factor. There is a big, like, I want to say it for myself. Like, I want to see the American studies in the next 4 years, where they're like, oh, instead of like 10 in 100 kids saying they're transbender or something, now it goes down to like 4. I'm like, what? That means there's people on the edge who are literally just doing it because everyone else is doing it. Man, humans. People really don't like thinking for themselves, because it's inefficient really to think for yourself, isn't it? Like, it's because you got to take a lot of effort, Because, we're in crypto events. There's like, we know a lot about what goes on and stuff out here, not to be brainwashed, but you can only do one thing, man. We're not multitask. We can only do one thing. Like, yeah, we're experts in crypto and the money and the finance part, but what everything else, But yeah, I do think about this stuff out here. I wonder, this brainwashing, this media stuff. So we know what happens in crypto. So we're like, if we use that as a microcosm of how it happens in the real world, it really, it's fascinating and interesting to me. I might have to make more content on it later. But yes, in terms of where we're going now for crypto friends, with ETH BTC this low, I saw a post by Johnny Chaos as well. I'll just show you it. And he's talking about the hex staking from the origin address. I think he goes, a big change to the system has transpired. Feels like it was too uneventful. Maybe a slight delay. I don't know. Something is off. I think he's talking about like the hex and what's been going on. It's like, it's weird. How come it didn't react as much? And just my comment is, just for everyone, ETH BTC ratio correlates to sentiment more than any action or news. It's like it's a macro force, man. It's really, really, really big. And I use, that's why I like the weekly super trend, because it's like a traffic light system for me to see. Like, see how this thing is red? I'm like, okay, it's red. That's it. The trend is down. When we flip green, it's on the up, but right now the trend is down. The price has to go above here, and then you flip green and everything's reversed, confirmed, right? So look, but I'm not saying Ethereum's the culprit. It's not that. It's easy to say that, but really the way to think about it is, whatever's keeping Ethereum's head under the water is also keeping our head under the water. Whatever dark force it is. Third cycle curse, drinking too much soy, skipping leg day. It could be that, friends. Whatever it is. It is what it is. In markets, scientists, engineers, people fold their clothes properly before they put them in the shelves. People who are like contributing to society, they stay up at night thinking about the why. Why did it go up? Why did the price go down? Why? They keep thinking about that too much. See, I figure it out, but I don't lose sleep. If I can't figure it out, I don't lose sleep over it. I'm like, whatever, it's part of the cycle. You see, and that's why it really gets under their skin. That's why they don't make it. Because there's a different solution every time. Okay. Now, most of the solution is actually just hold longer, but there's like a different problem thing that's happening right now. You see? And that's ultimately what you got to learn in markets and investing. That's why you've been here, man. Give you 1,000 things out here, right? Like in the next cycle, there's going to be new bear market FUD, new bull market stuff, new bull market anxiety, new ifs and buts and ups and downs. We're in the year, though, where everything is meant to change. That's ultimately the conclusion. We are in the year where magic is meant to happen. When's it going to happen? Hopefully starting March. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.